following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Friday, call us, 888-855-2297. We don't know how many calls we're going to take because I got a lot to talk about today.
Really?
Wow, a lot.
So you making a big boy call today.
Yes. And
Yes,
most
sir.
of it's not even about football. I just want to have fun today. It's Friday.
Did you not have fun yesterday?
We're
fun yesterday?
We're 0-2. I don't even know if I want to talk football.
This dude said we're 0-2.
We should win. In the last 2 weeks, we're 0-2, and I'm tired of we're getting the funk off of us this week. We are winning this game Sunday.
The what?
The funk.
Well, you better be careful there.
Whoa.
Funk. You may say it 10 times in a row?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
I don't think I want to say it. Nate, put your collar down.
DE don't want to pay that FCC fine.
I don't think there's one on the internet.
Well, let's don't find out. Let's don't find out.
All right.
Let's don't find out.
Oh, man. A lot of stuff to get to.
This dude is something else.
One thing
Okay.
pains me to say this.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm tired of this happening.
Okay.
Because I keep not wanting to believe in this man, and this man keeps being right over and over. Between him and Charles Haley,
Who is this man you talking about?
the only person to pick the game right last week.
Don't put me in any other category but that category. I don't want to be in a category with him.
The only person on the show to get the game right and got pretty darn close on the score, Jesse freaking Holley, man.
Yep.
He had Green Bay 34-31. That pains me to say that he and his overall season record, him and DeRoe are spot on. They're both 3-2.
No, DeRoe tried to
he
back out.
changed.
6'3" Brand tried to back
We
out.
wouldn't let
New
him.
Orleans.
We didn't let
6'3"
him.
backed out.
But he backed out.
We didn't let him.
When you openly on the mic back out, you got to count that.
We're changing that?
No, we just gonna put a star next to him, like
Your star?
Yeah,
Like your stars?
Yeah, we gonna DeRoe. Yeah,
Okay.
6'3" Brand.
Oh, you do know his name.
Oh yeah, I do know his name. Yeah, because I ain't finna let him get
All right,
away.
let me ask you a legit question.
Legit.
I think you're forgetting people's names as a bit. So we'll just leave it at that. I think that's a total bit. Is you mispronouncing everybody's name? Is that a bit or is that legit?
What? Who did I mispronounce? Kurt?
Everybody.
Just Jesse. Kurt.
Patsy,
Your name is
Patty.
What's the guy name on?
See, that's a bit. Forgetting stuff. But the mispronunciation, I'm wondering if that's a bit.
No, it's not. It's not a bit. It's not a bit. Hey, but where are you going
Why are you
with this
changing
today?
the subject? Don't worry about it.
Where are you going with this? My mind don't stay in the same place, same time. Where you going with this?
Let's talk a little football. Let's just get the football out of the way.
All right.
And then we'll have fun.
You're
Call
very
us.
swole today.
888-855. It's a small, that's why.
You want to
So,
get us some shirts.
I went to I have them upstairs. I need to talk to y'all off air about that.
Okay. All right.
I went to look how big and beautiful that head is.
Wow.
I'm embracing it. I'm embracing it.
I want to throw the flag for a second. Can I throw the flag for a second?
Yeah. We need a flag on this show.
Yeah, can I throw a flag
If
for a
somebody
second?
gets a flag thrown, you got to stop.
Right.
That might be the only way we can get Jesse under control on this show.
Right.
So, my thing is, Nate wants the shirts, and I'm with you. I appreciate that, but nobody calls Nate the freeloader. But y'all called me a freeloader when I was trying to get the ring stop.
No. I only
Nate called you
only
that.
mention things
The freeloader
that
called
Shannon
you a
has
freeloader.
talked about. I only mention, like, if Shannon said we're going to get shirts, then I will remind him. Shannon is trying to build relationships. You're like, hold on a minute, Shannon. Hey, man, can we get...
If
you don't
the
even
first
let
time,
relationship
if the
build.
first time Rolla was the first time he met Shannon was that day, then sorry.
Yeah.
Own it. Just be like, yeah, I'm trying to get free gear.
Sure.
I just wanted to all go out in the same shirt yesterday, and it would have been good for the marketing for our pro shop and for all of us to be on the same page. Whether, like Jason Garrett wanted everybody in the same uniform, whether you practice or not.
Nate, didn't you wear an NFL film shirt yesterday?
Yeah, so I'm with that, man. Now,
Okay.
where are you going with it, young man? I want to roll with you.
Let's just talk football for a minute.
Okay.
We do need a flag on the show. I
I
think
think you're right, yeah.
that would be fun. Somebody,
Okay, but do we have instant replay that we can all?
look at it and then decide we ain't doing nothing with it, like these
Get
pass
Kyle
interference
Williams back
calls.
there to-
Did y'all watch the game last night, by the way?
Yes, I
Some of
did.
What'd y'all think? Because we played both of those guys. Who do we play first?
Giants.
Giants, and then New England. What'd y'all think of that game?
I'm gonna ask this question.
Okay. I
don't think Sony Michel or James White is better than Zeke. Mm-hmm. I really don't think they are. I mean, now y'all may think they are, but I don't.
No.
So how do they get throw a combined 10 passes for over 100 yards and average over 5.6 of 7.9 yards per carry and just keep trickling down the field making plays? How do they get more passes than Zeke? That's my question. How do a dude come in here last week who I know ain't better than Zeke, named what his name, Jones?
The wrong Aaron.
Yeah,
Aaron Jones.
Yeah. How do he get 7 passes for 75 yards? He ain't better than Zeke. Wow.
Their game plan.
Now you got to be if you got to be a baby genius to figure that out. I mean, I'm lost, man.
Do you think the game plan will change this week? Cowboys game plan, offensively and or defensively? Or do you think we're going to see the same stuff we've seen?
I think it'll be kind of the same. I don't know. How do you think it's going to be different?
I mean, what Nate's talking about would be a start. You could trick it up
Yeah.
that way a little bit.
Well, they haven't done that yet. So hopefully they will.
See, this is what I heard, Jess, and I want you to go in on this either way, how you feel about it. You can't tell me that, okay, we can't get Zeke going. I don't understand that. Not in today's NFL. We fell behind so we couldn't run Zeke. But that mean that we can't throw to him because we behind? So that I don't believe in that, man. When you have a player that is as talented as Zeke's supposed to be, you can't tell me that he's ever out of a game. Bell, the Steelers in their best years, Brown would get 100 passes. The Schuster kid would get 45 passes, and how Bell still wind up with 75 passes. You don't throw less to Zeke because you got Amari Cooper and Gallup. You keep him in the mix. You feed him, okay, we can't get the running game going. Let's see your linebackers deal with this dude in the open field. Now, that's just what I believe.
This is what it comes down to. It comes down to the fact that, and I know like I sound like I'm beating a dead horse.
Okay.
These are the growing pains of a first-year rookie offensive coordinator. It is tough. There's only one football.
That's
like in
right.
basketball, there's only one basketball.
That's right.
So when you have these collection of stars together, it takes a darn good coach to, one, be able to unify them, to, two, be able to put together schemes to keep them all happy.
Okay.
And I think right now, this is the thing that Kellen Moore is facing. It's that delicate balance of, how do I continue to elevate and grow this offense as a whole, but also get the necessary pieces within this offense, the guys that we just paid $90 million to, the guy that we get ready to pay $20 million a year, the young stud that's coming up in Michael Gallup. How do I still feed the old dog 82? How do I get all these guys involved into this offense? And here's another thing. These things only become prevalent and prudent and a distraction when you lose.
That's right.
Because when you were winning, remember, if we go back and find the saying from Zeke, I think he had about 13 carries in week 1 or week 2, and he said, oh, I'm good, dog. I'm good. We balling.
As long as you're winning.
When you're winning, it's easy to handle that. It's when you start losing, and because here's what happens: you lose, and the first thing, especially now in this generation, the first thing we do when we get back to the locker room is we grab this. Mm-hmm. And there's 1,000 people that are tweeting what you're saying. And then you go to your text messages, and there's 14, 15 homeboys, uncles, aunts, brothers.
As long as they getting you the ball.
Whoever. Dog, You only had 14 carries? Then you put this down and you look up, and on one of the networks, they're saying what you're saying. And all of a sudden now, you go back and you watch film and you go, I was wide open. How come I didn't get the rock right there? Now it starts becoming an issue when you're losing. When you're winning, you like, so we beat them by 30. So but it all starts and ends with your rookie, first year, first time ever, offensive coordinator calling plays, trying to figure out how do I get all these guys involved while still maintaining a universally balanced offense.
And it's from a fan's perspective, if that's the case, it's almost unfair that you started the season the way you did, because you should have these growing pains, right? But you started off 3-0 and you were throwing the ball everywhere and everybody's happy and you're scoring points. Maybe it was because of the competition, maybe it was because of the coaching on the other side of the field, but it was like, oh, yeah, this is great. We got rid of the old coordinator. We got a great new one. This is the new Sean McVay.
Now, you needed those 3 wins. Because if it was the other way, people be standing outside with pitchforks, ready to burn this place down. Like, if you started out 0-2, they'd be calling for Kellen Moore, Jason Garrett's head right now.
Because Kellen Moore already looks like, when you have surgery and the doctor walks in and he looks like he just got out of med school and you're like, wait a minute, where's the doctor?
Right.
Like, you're operating on me for real? Like, he already looks like looks like the kid right out of college, right?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And there's a bias in that, right? There's a prejudice almost in that effect. When you look at Kellen Moore, you go, this dude's the offensive coordinator? Man. But hey, it's what you got to deal with when you got a first-year OC. Does that answer the question? No.
Nate's in deep thought.
Because I'm going to tell you like right here. If Zeke is your man, the first few weeks I was down with it. No training camp, this, that, and the other. But everybody insists that Zeke is the man. Well, if Zeke is the man, 13 times and 17 times ain't gonna get it. And Jess, I'm talking about maybe 10 passes when you can't run the ball. If you're running the ball, okay, some of those go down. But you can't tell me that when I look at other guys in this league that Zeke can't shake a linebacker.
No, I agree with you.
But
then what'll happen is if you take 10 away from Amari and Michael Gallup, what they gonna say now?
They ain't gonna say nothing.
You don't think so?
No, they ain't gonna say nothing because if Zeke is getting his, they gonna get theirs. I promise you, these dudes are so legit. Now, I agree, Devin Smith may not be happy.
Oh, he doesn't right there. He hasn't. Devin Smith doesn't have room to complain.
Jason Witten may not be as happy, and they ain't throwing to Blake no way. So here we go. When you play big games, and my problem is I'm watching it too simple. I'm making it too simple because when I see a quarterback drop back who just got sacked for a 5-yard loss and it's 2nd and 15, and he just dropped back and, okay, let me throw it to this running back. He at least gets to the line of scrimmage and get 5 more yards. Now you're looking at something a little more manageable on 3rd down. Are you looking? This thing is too. And I'm saying it can't be that simple. I'm watching the game. No. Don't throw that ball to that running back because he just got 9 yards. That's too simple. That's too. Hey, let's throw it deep and get your head knocked off again. So because that ain't the right thing to do. No, brother, it's too simple. Yeah, I keep looking at, and that's my problem. I need to start looking at teams that are average and losers. Don't look at teams that's winning, because if I'm going to copy anybody or learn anything, it's going to be from people that are winning on a consistent basis. What are they doing to make this team successful? And they ain't going out getting $2 million, $3 million, $100 million receivers. They're going out getting just average guys that's going to catch the ball and move the chains. This is what this league is about now.
Right
now, you take a shot You take a shot once you. It's too simple for me. I got to get complex.
My quick math, Elliott is tied for 21st among running backs for catches. He's got 13 this year. Where you're looking at McCaffrey's got 31, White's got 31, Bell's got 27, Eckler's got 39. So he's averaging 2.6 catches a game, which
that ain't gonna get it, man. That ain't, and see, I don't care, Jesse. The window, to me, the window of opportunity for the Cowboys is now. It's been 7 years longer, and I'm being nice, since we've had a team offensively with this much talent. Now, you can put it on the coordinator, you can put it on whoever you want, but you cannot waste this year. You cannot. If you waste this year, what are you going to sell next year? Because now we got a head coach.
New head coach.
yeah.
Nah, bruh.
Yeah.
Now he comes in. The McVays of the world don't come every year. Well, okay, I'm changing coaches. Now we got 12 wins. That don't happen every year.
No, but that doesn't happen. But you could sell it. I'm just saying, you and I have played. We all work for one of the best salesmen in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he can sell anything. And the one last thing that he can go and sell is we got a new head coach. And maybe that head coach is somebody like Lincoln Riley.
Right.
Or somebody like that. And then now all of a sudden, guess what? People are excited
You
about
have to
it.
go down that road, though, man.
I'm just telling you, people will say, okay, Jason Garrett's gone, and Jerry will sit in he'll sit on one of those stages at training camp or upstairs, and he'll do one of these mega press conferences, and he'll be charming, and he'll be charismatic, and he'll say the right things, and next thing you know, ticket sales will be at an all-time high, and we'll be back rolling again. And we'll march out and we'll say, well, look what he did with these quarterbacks in college, and he is the new innovative way of what this thing is going to be going, and Dak is going to open this up, and we signed Amari Cooper, and we got Zeke locked up, and all these guys, and Mike Gallup's going to his year. Think about how he's going to mature, and next thing you know, we'll be sitting here in September, and we'll be saying, and you know what you'll do? Shannon will hand you one of those sheets, and you'll be excited, because you'll say, man, I was in Oxnard, and at Lincoln Riley, and he got them at 16-0. We go 16. What's Super Bowl at next year?
We finna go. How many games we got left?
We got 11.
We throw the ball on average to Zeke 9 times
That
out
ain't
of the
happening.
backfield, and we going 11-0. Just being honest with you. I'm being honest with you. It's too simple. It's too simple,
Do you
bro.
think they just need to get the ball in his hands more, or they need to pass and get him in space
Get
more?
the ball in his hands more, because every time he has the ball, it makes the linebackers declare what they have to do. They lean him forward.
Mm-hmm.
They lean him forward. And all of a sudden you run a drag right behind them. All of a sudden you run this right behind them. All of a sudden it makes it better for your offensive line to be able to block easier. The pass blocking becomes easier because you're getting the ball out of your hand. And every time I can make a DeMarcus Lawrence rush and not get there is a benefit to me as offensive lineman. And as the game go on and he just continue to not be able to get there, it frustrates him. And so I'm not saying that we don't throw to Amari, because Amari is elite. I'm not saying we don't throw to Gallup, because Gallup is coming, But you can't tell me that Julia Edelman is that great. You can't tell me.
No, but here's what you're missing in that equation. You got Tom Brady.
I understand.
You got Julian Edelman, and you got Josh McDaniels,
Right.
who have been together for many starts. They are so well connected because of the ability that they've had for years to play together.
I agree.
And that's why you can have a guy like they're so. I was in New England in 2011.
Yes, you were.
When 2011 or 12, whatever it was, when Julian Edelman was just trying to get on the field behind Wes Welker. He was just trying to find his way. So think about He and Tom Brady they got about 8 years together. That's a long time together in an offense that they've been in, that Tom Brady's been in since the time that he came into this league. And then you add in Josh McDaniels. He left for a second and came back. But it was still his offense.
Yeah.
So the offensive play caller, the offensive signal caller, and the offensive receiver, they have such a great relationship and a great rapport that they're able to go out there and do things together that other guys can't do because they have the history together.
Right, and so you telling me that Edelman turns around, hey man, I ain't getting open right now, so turn around and throw it to James White. That's what you're saying, Edelman?
No, I'm saying Tom Brady is smart enough to know. Here's how I'm going to get. Tom Brady's smart enough to know is, you know what, had a couple series or we had a couple passes and I ain't got Julian Edelman involved.
Right.
Or he's smart enough to know that, you know what, that's being locked down. Where's my next option? He knows that, okay, what coverage hasn't just been in the league for 50 years?
Okay.
Every coverage he's seen.
And I agree with
might
you 100%.
be 50 more the way he looked last night.
So every coverage he's seen.
I agree with you 100%.
When he comes to the line of scrimmage, Tom Brady knows exactly where the ball should go. Only thing that is really a deterrent is not him not knowing where the ball should go. Sometimes he's just off. Sometimes he gets a rush.
The wind
Sometimes the wind gets the blowing. Sometimes the defense plays a good coverage. But he knows where, this coverage, the ball should go here. This coverage, the ball's going right to my back right now because we only need 6 yards.
Okay, so, all right. Okay, I mean, so when do we start thinking on that level?
Yeah, we're not there. In fact, I don't even think we should even be in that conversation with that team.
Yeah, yes, we should.
No,
yes, we should, because
we
I'm gonna tell you something. It comes a point where you have to, as a play caller, as a quarterback, and as an offensive team, if you don't become that, Jesse, you're gonna either be 10-6 or 9-7. If you don't become that.
Oh, I agree with becoming that. 100%. I'm just saying. The problem that we can, and I say we, and fans in general, continue to make is comparing yourselves to that franchise. They have the blueprint. We're writing notes down on napkins.
Okay.
That is the clear present difference.
I'll go to a lesser degree then. Why did the Rams do that last year with Gurley? Why did they throw to Gurley 7, 8, 9 times coming out of the backfield? McVay was new, but not new to play calling. But his quarterback has just come off a bad year of hard knocks of being almost called a bust. He was mentally through. All of a sudden, here go Todd Gurley. They think, okay, you ain't gonna let us run the ball. We're gonna throw you the ball. So what I'm saying is somebody, whether it's Dak, whether it's Kittner, or whether it's the offensive coordinator, or whether it's the head coach, saying, okay, if Zeke out, it's about Zeke. Let's get him the ball, and let's get him the ball a whole lot. If we even got to throw it to him coming out of the backfield, and I'm not asking for a miracle. I'm just asking for 5 more or 6 more plays of him coming out of the backfield. That's all I'm asking for.
Kurt, we know you hate Zeke. How do you feel about what Nate's saying?
Wow. If you look at the like advanced stats, like the expected points and stuff like that, they'll show you that throwing to Zeke is not the best value. You should throw to the receivers deeper. But the eye test tells you that, man, you need to get him more involved.
You got to, brother. And this is one thing I know that frustrates a young coordinator, is they run that ball a couple of times and they wind up in 2nd and 8, or they wind up in 2nd and 10. What is a young coordinator going to do then?
He'll pass the ball on 3rd down.
And if that happens, if they hit their head against the wall a couple of times, he gonna be like, okay, we done went down this road with the Saints. We done went down this road with Green Bay. So now I'm just gonna air it out. Okay, we already admit that.
All right, so you're agreeing to my point.
And so that's what I'm saying, airing it out. But
no.
Now
I'm not
talking
airing
about
it out. I'm saying you're agreeing to my point where we're going through growing pains with a rookie offensive coordinator.
But you have a gem. You have a gold nugget, and it's called 21. It's called Zeke. You have a gold nugget. Oh, I'm in trouble. Every time you get in trouble, you figure out how to get 21.
I think y'all are saying the same thing. You're saying we're going through growth, but you're saying they need to figure it out now.
Growing pains can be less. See, it's like having a big bunion on your toe.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I got a bunion.
You got a big bunion on your toe. Now you can either go and get the doctor to remove it. You get what I'm saying? You get it removed and just take it. Now you're out of the game altogether. That's what we right now. We're out of the game. We 0-2. Or you can get some Absorbine Junior and put a limit on it every day and let it just ease down so you can continue to.
You know what we're out of? We're out of time for this first segment. We got to take a break. We'll be right back on Hangin' with the Boys.
The new apartment's big. Such a great deal.
It's okay.
Just okay? What's not to?
It's right above the subway.
Well, I bet you don't even notice it after the...
That's my neighbor, Angus.
A deal that's just okay is not okay. Get a great deal with America's Best Network. Come into an AT&T store and learn how to buy one smartphone and get a second one on us. Based on GWS 1 score, September 2018.
Now's a good time to tell you that SeatGeek is the new source of tickets for all your football needs this season. SeatGeek makes managing tickets easy, whether it's buying or transferring to a friend. They even tell you the best deals for every game based on their deal score technology, which rates every seat on historical data, price, and location. Download the SeatGeek app on your phone and take $20 off your first purchase using code DALLAS at checkout. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
Work the Cowboys way and channel the winning business tradition of the Dallas Cowboys and the Jones family at Formation. This dynamic workspace provides an elevated work experience on the Star's aspirational campus with exclusive membership options available to meet varying needs. Choose from open workspaces, dedicated desks, and private offices to leverage our home field advantage for your individual business success. Limited memberships are available now, so apply today at formationatthestar.com.
Back to Hangin' with the Boys.
We are back. Kurt wants to talk about his boys.
My boys. Hey, true cowboy loves his freedom, and Tommy John gives you that feeling of freedom where it counts with a contour pouch that nestles you in fabrics you can barely feel. Shop exclusive Cowboys underwear at TommyJohn.com/Cowboys. 20% off your first order, TommyJohn.com/Cowboys.
You know, the biggest, before we get into other things, the biggest takeaway I had from that game last night, there was a lot going on. It was a good game to watch.
Sacks,
fun game.
turnovers.
Sacks, special teams.
Yes, it was
when
a great
Tom
game.
Brady walked up, and they were about 4 yards outside the end zone, and he rushed it right up the middle 2 different times. I was like, he's going to do this 4 times in a row till he gets in the end zone. Because you saw him in the huddle talking to his offensive line, and he was basically what I think he was telling them is, I need everything you got for one play and just push. We should be doing that. We should have the offensive line and the mentality that we go in and push people around. That's what they did. They pushed those guys around on those plays. Like, it pissed me off because I was like, that should be this offensive line.
But see, my issue is not Tom Brady.
We know, get the ball in Zeke's hands.
No. See, because if that, we when you see greatness, and I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers,
Brady Breeze,
coach team like with Sean. I ain't talking about that. All I'm talking about, and I told my wife, I said, I'm not gonna go in there and just try to ruin the show with my opinion, and that seems like what I'm doing. So I'm gonna shut up after this.
No, you have a point. Let's let your point grow.
If it's about Zeke, I'm talking about if it's about Zeke, like Norv Turner would have these games where he would want to try a whole lot of things, and we'll wind up losing that game maybe by a touchdown, 3 points, and Joe Brosky was the running back coach, and he would go in the meeting. His face be beet red. And Jimmy would be like, what are you thinking, Norv? And they would have this big team meeting. And the only reason we knew it because one of the coaches, Michael Irvin coach, the wide receiver coach, would come out and tell us what was said in the meeting. And Norv would like explain it. Norv would be telling them, this is what I think, da-da-da, and this is what I was seeing, and this is what I was trying to make happen. So we set this up. And then, and then each coach would, and Brosky would wait to be the last person. And everybody knew what he was going to say. You can do that. You won't. You see number 22? Won't you design ways to get him to go? Because if your best player happens to be your running back, if he is, why you ain't designing plays? And then you don't have to do no more than just drop back and flick it out there. And I'm talking about just maybe 6 or 7 times more. That's whether he done ran the ball 13 times or whether he done ran it 20 times. And that's all I'm saying. It ain't about if you the smartest quarterback, because I agree. What Brady brings and the way he see the game, what this guy we just faced, Rodgers, what he bring, the guys like that, it ain't. I told my wife, I said, baby, don't look at Brady. Look at I can't compare our guy to Brady, but I can compare our running back to hit those running backs. And that's all I'm saying. And I'm through, man. Y'all have a nice day, man. I'm finna.
No, you're not. No, you're not, because we got calls to take and people want to talk to you. Let's go to the phones. Robbie, Cocoa Beach, Florida. Is that near you, Nate?
Yeah. That's about 40 minutes from me, man. I'm Orlando.
Welcome to the show, Robbie.
Only thing that separates us is the airport.
Guys?
Airport?
The airport separates us, yeah.
What's on your mind?
Yeah. Hey, listen, we're going to beat the Jets. No problem there. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You're right.
All right, hold on. There, maybe you can hear me better now?
No, yeah, we're
we
good.
can hear you fine.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we're going to beat the Jets. I think we go 18-2 the rest of the season.
18-2?
Oh, I see what you did there.
We got our 2 losses.
Ooh.
If we just stop fumbling the ball and turn it over, shooting ourselves in the foot.
What do you think?
We got the team.
Robbie, what do you think the biggest setback right now is these last 2 games? What do you think the biggest problem is?
Well, I think there's 2. I think we've had some injuries that have hurt us on offense and defense. Antoine Woods being one of them. And number 2 is just turnovers. Got to keep the head in the game. Jesse and I talked on Twitter the other day, and I asked him if he'd catch that ball and turn it over. He says he's not going to be able to turn that ball over. He's catching it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for the call, Robbie.
Is there any way they lose this game?
I tell you what, they lose this game, might be some drastic changes around here.
I have a few worries.
Drastic changes.
I think the talent-wise they're all
What
overcome.
are they? Let's hear them.
Well, one is I think they're going to attack them like the last 2 games.
The blueprint's out, right?
Yeah. You're going to Le'Veon Bell and short passes and marching down the field. They had trouble doing that. I think so far this season, they've had 48 missed tackles, which is almost 10 a game. And Bell is one of the top players in broken tackles. So, Nate's got his eyes covered over there.
Now, brother, I'm listening to what you're saying.
Yeah, but I think talent-wise,
I'm
they'll
listening
still
to what
win.
you're saying. Jesse, Shannon, Kurt,
Nate.
It's just we lose. Come on, man.
I don't think they will lose. I'm just saying it worries me a little bit. Like you said, the blueprint's out. They've got a good running back. They got a bad offensive line.
They got a nice nose guard. They really do. They got a nice nose guard. What I'm trying to look at, his name's Steve McClendon. He lines up on our center. So that's going to be a matchup. We don't know who our tackle's going to be. We hoping even a banged up Tyron is maybe better than a full go
Fleming.
But then Fleming may be going to the right side. So we may get a little bit more, a little bit better because he's way better right tackle than he is left tackle. I'm talking about Fleming. All right, but do we come out and execute? Because I don't worry about us losing unless
how big that head is.
And I'm coming in on you, baby. I'm coming in on you. You know what, Jesse? I'm through, man. You go on and talk, dog. I'm serious because Kurt, you scares me when you say stuff.
I tell you what, it ought to scare y'all because y'all probably, if we lose this weekend, you will probably not keep getting a check from the Cowboys because the fans will burn this whole damn building down if we lose on Sunday. We ain't gonna have no studio. We ain't gonna have no show.
Jesse,
stop shooting themselves in the foot.
Bring some balance to this show, man.
Here's the thing. We are a better football team than the New York Jets.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Period. We are from head to toe a better football team.
Yeah.
And when you're in these times, when things don't seem like they're going right, when you kind of, the world has kind of turned their backs on you.
Yes.
You usually galvanize in the locker room. Right? You usually draw closer to one another in the locker room because you're saying, man, the outside world is counting us out. The media, the internet, everyone is saying, we're
everybody
overrated.
got answers.
We're overrated. What we should do, all this kind of crazy.
Right.
So it usually draws you closer in the locker room. And then you begin to look around and you go, this is just what the doctor ordered. A team who is worse than us, who don't really have anyone in a position of power, and when I mean head coach or quarterback, that we fear. See, we feared Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Sean
Payton. Yep.
Sean Payton.
Yeah.
We don't fear Adam Gase.
Mm-hmm.
No.
We don't fear Sam Darnold. We have a healthy respect for Le'Veon Bell, but
his offensive line is shaky.
Yeah.
So sometimes you look up and you go, this is just what the doctor ordered. A team who is going through worse turmoil than us. We have to now go out there,
take care of business,
and just execute.
Play, right.
There's nothing about this Jets team, when you look at it man for man, Jamal Adams is a nice player. Nose tackle's a nice player.
Yeah.
If they had C.J. Mosley, that'll be a nice player, but he's not playing. Quentin Williams probably won't play.
Tight ends, hamstring.
He's not playing.
Off suspension.
There are some nice names on this thing.
Crowder.
Jamison Crowder, but this ain't a better team than us. No. They should get on that plane confident and saying, we're about to go up to MetLife Stadium and take out all our frustration, all our anger, all the doubt that people have put on us, and spank up on these boys and get ready for Philadelphia.
And what should be encouraging from a fan, I know everybody's bummed out because they've lost 2 games in a row. Last year they were 3-5 and turned it around and made a playoff run. And I know Nate's rubbing his head because he don't want to go 10-6 again. But if you win this game and you get some momentum and you beat Philly, which I think if you play Philly 10 times, you probably win 5 of those games. I think those teams are really evenly matched. You win this game, you beat Philly, you're in good shape going into the bye week. So you're not.
No, you are.
You shouldn't feel bad about this team.
The only difference between the 2 years was that second half of the season. Last year, that second half of the season,
the schedule,
the Cowboys had the weakest second half of the year.
You got the toughest
schedule.
this year.
Now you have the toughest,
right.
and you won't have room for error. But just focusing on the Jets game, this should be a dub. This is a dub. Yeah. This is a dub.
Let's take another call. James, what's the temperature up in New York? How are the Jets fans feeling up there this week?
Well, I'll give you the narrative. Let's see. Before Gase was even rumored to be the head coach, they absolutely didn't want any part of that guy. If you think Garrett gets a bad where you are, I mean, believe he can't even walk the streets, man.
I've been reading some of it too, bro, and it's ugly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Temperature's nice, man. It's about 50 degrees. It's been sunny. We had some good weather, so it's going to be like it's going to be like 63 on because I'll be at the game. I got my ticket, baby. I'll be there.
Make sure you say hi.
We know his voice, man.
He calls all the time.
Okay, we know. Yeah. Now, let me ask you a question here.
Sure, Nate.
What flavor wings do you like?
Where is your value? Where is your value of Zeke?
All right. So I got this is no seriously. I put a lot of thought into this answer that I'm going to give you guys.
Okay.
And I think Nate, your thought process is right, but it's flawed in this way.
Okay.
You got to stop comparing them to the Pats. The team that I think that we're most likely we should emulate is the Rams. If you look back last year, their play action percentage was about 35%. Our first 3 games that we won, we were at 39%. Okay? Last year, we finished around 25%, and the last 2 games, we've been around that number. To me, this team should be coming out and play action every time. If you watch the Rams in golf, he rarely drops back in a 3-step or a 5-step drop because McVay knows that's not his game, and that's not Dak's game. The biggest play in the Saints game to Jarwin, what was it off? It was off a mesh off Zeke, hit him big down the field for about a 29-yard gain, boom, touchdown. Okay? Nate, and I think this is something that you would appreciate, I think they should take a page also what the Cowboys used to do back in the Norv days. Aikman used to throw the ball a lot in the first half. They'd get up like about a 17, 20-point lead, and then what happened? You and that offensive line, 22, would come in, and you lean on that team until it broke. The same formula worked with this team. When Zeke's in the backfield, everybody knows he can be getting the ball. They should be play action in 40, 45% of the time. Why wouldn't you? And you'll get those big chunk plays. To me, it's crazy when they don't play action pass. I would do it every time, you know? And I think if they do that, it'll open up in the swing pass game. It'll open up Jarwin, which I don't understand why he doesn't get the ball. I think he's really good. And I think it'll free up the receivers too. To me, that's the biggest issue, I think, on the offense. They don't
first 3 games, they did play action for about 40%.
Thanks for the call, James.
And then they stopped doing it as much.
You know why? You know why they stopped doing it?
Why?
You know why they stopped doing it?
Why?
Because the linebackers stopped falling for it. You have to be.
He was 7 of 8 on passes on play action against the Saints.
Okay, because they was nervous of Zeke. Was Green Bay nervous of Zeke?
I haven't seen what the thing was, but it still works. It's proven it's worked, though.
This is what I've normally known. You still have to have a threat, and that threat has to be activated periodically. I ain't saying all the time. And and my friend, if you'd have been listening, I backed up off of the Patriots because for some reason nobody can ever be like the Patriots. And I said the Rams. Okay, let's do like the Rams. But the Rams, if you look at Todd Gurley's pass catches out of the backfield, you will see that they were very high last year. Now, you do what you want to do. But if this team is going to be successful down the road, because I know Gallup is a beast, I know Mamari is a beast, but okay, somewhere, somehow, you're going to have to make Zeke effective for all of this to continue to work. Because if he become less effective, now we saying, okay, because I've tried, let's let Dak fling all over the field. We don't want to do that, right? Do we?
It's not 44 times like last week.
Okay, so somewhere, somehow, we like for him to say under 34 passes. That's that. We want him under 34. Okay, we threw 46 passes and threw to everybody except Zeke. So out of them 46 passes, you mean saying we can't find Zeke? Come on now, fellas. Do the math now. Do the math. If Zeke gets 100 yards, totes the ball a certain amount of times successfully, I ain't talking about them on negative plays. I'm talking about just 3 to 4 yard gains. This team is a better team. We agree, disagree?
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm not asking Coach Kellum or anybody else to overthink nothing. When Zeke touches the ball, if he can't run it, we got behind it. First thing, we got behind. That should not automatically say Zeke is out of the game. Okay, we can't run it. You telling me you just went in your pockets. I saw you at the New York Stock Exchange say, I went deep in my pockets, and they're a little bit light. We paid him $50 million to carry the ball 13 times. Or if we get down, Zeke can't touch the ball. And so he's sitting over there on $50 million. Hey, fellas, I can't run the ball. Well, they ain't going to throw it to me. How does that sound? That is a way. I'm not a businessman. I'm not. I work for folks, so I ain't got no business interest. But you telling me this man can't catch a pass for $50 million?
You know what I am telling you? I'm telling you, we take another break and we're going to get Mama Gross. We're going to get Nate some lemonade, let him cool down a little bit. We're going to get Mama Gross on the phone to talk about last week and this week on Hanging with the Boys.
Before your next AT&T Stadium barbecue, gear up with OtterBox, the official outfitter of tailgating. It starts with the Venture Cooler. Built tough in America, Venture keeps ice for days and days. Or stay light on your feet with Trooper Soft Coolers, perfect for packing in your signature side dishes.
Tailgating wouldn't be complete complete without a beverage, so pour one into the OtterBox Elevation Tumbler. It keeps your drinks frosty and toasty. Discover more about OtterBox line of tailgate essentials at OtterBox.com.
Now's a good time to tell you that SeatGeek is the new source of tickets for all your football needs this season. SeatGeek makes managing tickets easy, whether it's buying or transferring to a friend. They even tell you the best deals for every game based on their deal score technology, which rates every seat on historical data, price, and location. Download the SeatGeek app on your phone and take $20 off your first purchase using code DALLAS at checkout. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now, you can get the Jack Black Starter, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The starter includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites, plus a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word TEAMJB. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys. The Jack Black Starter, $10, free shipping.
The excitement of Dallas Cowboys football is back at AT&T Stadium.
The place is going crazy in Arlington, Texas.
Don't miss your chance to see the Cowboys live when they host their NFC East rivals, the Eagles, Giants, and Redskins, plus the Green Bay Packers and more.
Elliott works his way through and walks the dog.
Single game tickets are on sale now. Get them before they're gone.
First and goal, quarterback sneak. Prescott pushes up the middle. Touchdown.
Visit DallasCowboys.com to get your tickets today.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
And we have not stopped talking about Zeke even in the break. Hang on, let me.
Nate's fired up.
Before you get fired up again, Nate. Hang on. Find this live read. I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to be reading. The car show, the Star Car Show. Oh, this is cool. Come see some of the most popular antique and classic muscle cars throughout the decades on Saturday, October 26th from 10 to 2, the Star in Frisco. Man, this is a whole lot to read. Just come out here. Just come out. They had it last year. It was really awesome. Come out and do it. That's way too much. Way too much to read.
The sponsor's going to be like, you tell Shannon to read that better.
The sponsor is internal.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an internal
When the Dallas Cowboys have lost games, one thing is very consistent. Our defense cannot lock in on one thing. Every time we have won games, teams have not been able to lock in on one thing. What we love as a defensive unit is if you like to pass all the time, we can compete. If you like to run all the time, we can compete. But if you do both of them, we can't compete. That's why play action pass, the threat of the run, and when Zeke is running good, that's why they can't be stopped. And that's why Dak looks good for 34 passes. He looks great. So my issue is this right here. And Zeke said it in a presser. He said, we got to get back to who we are. Now,
who are they?
That's what
you
I'm
had
saying.
You asked the question the other day. Who are
That's
they?
what I'm saying. And I'm saying to myself, Zeke, and I'm saying to myself, and I'm trying to reach out, what do they call it, telepathic? I'm trying to get with him.
Yeah.
Saying, Zeke, I don't think we bought you no more. Jesse's over there with a conspiracy theory.
Oh.
Pull up that tweet you sent me from, you sent it earlier, because we talked about the identity of this team. And does it matter to players? That was earlier this week, right?
Yeah.
You sent me I don't know what thread it's in, but it's in that text thread of something Zeke said in the locker room.
Yeah.
Along
Keep
those
talking,
lines.
Nate.
And that's what Zeke said. We need to get back to running the ball, being dominant, being physical, being mean. Now the play action pass does work. But I'm telling you, them linebackers ain't biting up. They started in the Saints game.
This tweet was from John Machota, and Zeke said, "We got to get our edge back. We've got to go out there and play like us. We got to go out there and play fast. We got to run. We got to play physical football. We got to hit those guys and just get back to our identity.
No outlandish penalties, no turnovers." And he's involved. That's what he's saying. That's what I'm gathering.
Can they play that game with missing 2 tackles and your left guards maybe, and
see,
maybe center's not as strong as he was.
Now this is where I have to agree with Jesse. This is where I'm agree with you 100%. Is our offensive coordinator to devise a game plan that helps him do that? See, I don't look at an offensive coordinator as a super genius or a dummy. I look at an offensive coordinator as, can you put your players in the best position to win with what you have walking on that field?
Play to your strengths.
I don't know.
Whatever that is
at that time.
Right.
And so, and let's talk about the Rams, since our last caller wants to talk about the Rams. Do they not do that? Do they not do that? They have lost receivers. I thought they lost Brandon Cook for a minute. They tight end ain't been as big of a part of the deal. Gurley ain't has been as much as he's been. What are their record? They 3-2?
Rams.
The Rams.
Yeah, I think they're 3-2.
So I'm telling you, everybody's going through growing pains. Everybody's trying to fix themselves.
Yeah, 3-2.
You spend your first 4 or 5 games, your first 3 or 4 games trying to figure out, how do I use this piece? What this guy, we may have an early injury. How do we adjust? Now, this 5 through 8, you should be saying, this is who we are, and let's make sure this is who we are. So when you get to 9 and 10 and 11, it's like, okay, who's fighting for this playoff spot? And so this is how we looked at it when I played. Them last 4 games, because at game 12, you looking to say, okay, now if we win out, or if we win in December, late November, December, we either at home field, are we fighting to get in a wild card spot? We begging for this team to win a game? You start positioning yourselves for how you gonna make your run. So you either got to believe that the Cowboys gonna be with 4 games left, making that run, but making that run where? Wild card, home field advantage, playing the first week. And see, we're allowed to look ahead. They're not. But how do you get there? What's your first step? You got to have at least a 1. And what is your 1? Is it Zeke? Is it Dak? Is it a combination of them? Is it Amari? Is it Michael Gallup? Is it Jason Witten with the receiving core? Who is it? These next games, we should be like, this is who we are. Now, if we multifaceted, that's who we are. If we not, we can't be week in and week out, okay, we playing the Jets, we'll annihilate them. Now, you can't go into a game, and Jesse, you got to say something. You can't go.
Wait, mark that. That's the first time
you
ever.
can't go into a big game. I promise you, because I laughed last week because I said it 2 weeks in a row. Nobody really caught it, and I'm gonna say it again. You cannot go into a game, and I've been there. I've been 1-15. You cannot go into a game saying, "Can we beat them? Can we beat them?" You got to go into a game knowing you have a truly opportunity to win a game. So we blow through the Jets because we supremely confident. And then we play the Eagles, and here come Carson Wentz and all these guys, and we sitting over here saying, we got the better team. But is we gonna be got over the pregame penalties, the pre-snap penalties, the interceptions? See, you got to ask yourself this as the season continue to go on. The season ain't over. It's 11 games left. And if we just erase the penalties, we would be a much better team. If we just erase the penalties. Now, we take away the turnovers like we used to turn the ball over. This is something that just started this year. When have we been a turnover team? But now you can answer that because you got to handle the ball. I didn't handle the ball. No. Why is that happening?
Well, because you're taking more shots down the field. Anytime you drop back to pass, the interception numbers go up.
Yeah, I can deal with that, but I'm talking about the fumbles.
Well, honestly, that's more of Jason Witten's fumbled 9 times in 15 years.
Yeah, but I'm saying Witten done fumbled, Zeke done fumbled, somebody,
But like those two guys don't have a history of fumbling.
Right.
it was one of those fluky type things.
Okay.
You know, you get into a game, the voodoo. It was the voodoo in New Orleans.
Right.
You get into New Orleans and freaky things happen.
Right.
Stay out on Bourbon Street too
You know what I'm
late.
saying?
No, they weren't doing that.
If you told me,
I was talking about me.
if you told me Zeke's going to fumble 3 more times this season, I tell you you're a liar.
And I agree with you.
If you told me Jason was going to fumble 2 more times this season, I call you a liar.
And I'll be with you.
So you don't want to see those things happen, but you chalk those up to where it was, that was a fluky night. That was a fluky night, and that probably won't happen again.
Because you can't. Then it happened the next week. Which from the same, then the Rams, you had 2 fluky interceptions. I mean, they're -4 in turnover ratio right now.
I'm talking about the fumbles.
Okay, the fumbles.
Some of the fumbles.
I'm just talking about turnovers in general. You know?
The interceptions are going to happen. If you're going to pass the ball plus 20 yards down the field,
yeah, and I agree with
your
that.
percentage of interception will rise. If you pass the ball 44 times a game, the likelihood of one of those being an interception, the percentage gets higher and higher.
I mean, bad.
So here's the thing:
So just run the ball.
But here's the thing: you can't you can't sit here and say, well, I'm gonna be a baker and not have flour be spilled. You can't say that I'm going to be, I'm gonna breed dogs and not have poop somewhere.
That's right.
There's certain things, if you're going to do certain things at that magnitude, there are consequences that come along with them. If you're going to ask that, and I wasn't on this show last year, but I was in the media.
Yes, sir.
And for the last couple years, everyone kept saying, when's Dax going to stop being dink and dunk? Because he kept throwing the ball where? To Zeke in the flats, to Cole underneath, to Jason for 6 yards. And everybody begged Dak Prescott to be throw the ball down the field.
Now he
Teams
is.
don't respect it going down the field.
Now
we
he
never
is.
get respect for throwing the ball plus 20 yards. Now you're doing it, and there's going to come a little bit of there is stuff that comes along with that. So we all have to we all have to find a fine line of how we going to toe this thing.
And
because we can't say that we want this guy to be a down-the-field passer and for us to open up our offense and for us to be more of a deep threat.
Y'all
I'm not saying
realize
that.
this show's only an hour, right? And my mom's on the phone, and I'm going to get my ass whipped if I don't get it on the air.
And I will continue to say, and y'all have heard me say it, Amari Cooper is a bad boy. Michael Gallup is a bad boy. Keep throwing that rock to him. But please,
get him involved.
Please get Zeke involved.
Do you want, like Zeke led the team in catches last year, do you want him leading this year?
Oh, no. All he need is 70. Because if these 2 beasts outside is doing their jobs, we can get him 70 rocks. I've seen it happen. I've seen Antonio Brown catch 130 passes. I've seen Schuster catch 65, and I've seen that dude Vell catch 80 coming out of the backfield.
I am going to leave here as soon as we get off the air, and I'm going to go eat lunch, and I'm going to track Kellen Moore down, and I'm going to ask him to please get Zeke the ball 7 passes a game so Nate does not do this to us again this year. Please.
Mama Gross, come on, baby. I love you. Come on. This
Mom, I apologize for Nate. I apologize.
I'm just glad I had a Bailey's and coffee before I sat on this phone and listened to all this. Because my nerves are shot.
Why are your nerves shot?
Because I've never heard Nate get so...
Oh, he's fired up.
I want Zeke to have the ball a little bit. That's all.
Normally he just takes his earphones off and just walks away.
But Mama Gross, you know what I'm really upset about? Is we had 4 out of 4 guys beg you to take a pick last week, and you would not do it. So I'm going to sit here and be quiet.
So thank goodness Nate gave you a bonus
pick. That would be LSU, right?
Yes, 2 weeks in a row. Nate gave you a bonus pick. So luckily for you, so you broke even, 3-3.
I did.
You're 14-12 on the season.
Okay.
This is week 6.
Okay, I'm kind of like the Cowboys. I got to make a decision. I'm going to be a winner.
You need to get an identity. Are you a winner or are you a loser? What's it going to be?
I'm going to be a winner.
All right.
Okay.
This is for entertainment purposes only. What are your picks this week?
Okay. To start with the Florida LSU. LSU is at home.
Yes, sir.
They're only giving up 13 points. I know Florida has the number 8 defensive line, but I'm going with LSU.
LSU.
They haven't let me down yet. I'm the one that let them down. I will be a winner.
Minus 13?
Right.
So they giving Florida.
LSU. Woo.
So they going to beat Florida by 13, ma'am?
See, there you go.
No, ma'am. I'm not a gambler, so I don't know.
Yes,
Jesse,
they have to beat them by 13.
Wow.
They actually have to beat them by 14 for me to win.
Okay, Jesse, is that good?
Jesse's shaking his head. Jesse doesn't like that pick, Mom.
I don't like that pick.
I see. I don't know. I'm not. I've never gambled for real on the real. Not like that. So, ma'am, I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
truly
It's
sorry.
just that I just have to go with my gut.
Yes. Okay.
It's a night game. They're at home.
Oh, they gonna be drunk for that game. That's the place
Coming
gonna
to
be
play?
loud.
Coming to play?
Maybe. Hell, it's LSU. You never know. All right, what's your next pick, Mom?
Okay, I'm going with the Saints and the Jaguars,
Okay.
and I'm staying with the Saints. The Jaguars are giving up one. I think it's just going to be one of those that could be whoever, but I really think the Saints are going to do
The
it.
Saints +1.
Right.
You're going against the mustache and Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, I hadn't got on that train yet.
All right.
Your boy Fournette is from LSU. You know that, don't you?
That's right. All right. What else you got?
Okay, the 49ers and the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the 49ers.
Whoa!
The Rams are giving up 3.5.
I like that pick.
49ers +3.5.
I like that pick.
Okay.
This coach is coaching beyond his quarterback.
I like that pick.
Shanahan is coaching beyond his quarterback. Believe that.
This is the game that the Niners show. Are they for real?
Right.
Or
Exactly.
Or not?
They're either going to be winners or they're going to be that team that we're doubting.
Is that the
So,
best division in football right now?
Yes.
At least in the NFC, right?
Yes.
All right. What else you got, Mom?
Okay, the Lions and the Packers.
Okay.
I think the Packers are going to lose it this week. They're giving up 4, and the Lions are going to win it.
Lions +4. Okay.
And
Then we got Cowboys and the Jets. Okay, I came into this show today waiting for y'all to have fun, and we were going to have
We tried.
fun.
We tried.
And this was going to be no doubt.
I had all these
Now,
bits
you're
planned
going-
today, and then we talked about Zeke.
And what the hell? I was like, oh, my God. Well, they're trying to convince me that we don't need to be excited about this game. We're going to win it.
All
No
right.
problem.
All right.
The Cowboys are giving up 7.
Cowboys -7.
Right.
And you got the Cowboys.
I do.
All right.
How are you doing, Mother Gross?
I'm doing great, Nate, and I want to extend an invitation to you and Jesse and Kurt to come to our big Mardi Gras bash.
What about me? What about your son?
You're already coming.
Oh.
I invited you last year, Nate, and you almost showed up. Remember, Patsy Cline's playing. So
Yeah, but
mark
you know,
your calendar.
if Jesse come, he making because I like to have fun. And see, you can't have fun. So if Jesse come, I let him do all the talking, and I can have fun.
You don't even have to talk. You can just walk around and do whatever and party.
When is that?
February the 15th, and it's an all-day thing, and
They got
it is so much fun.
2 parades in Monroe, Louisiana this year.
Yeah,
For the
we
first time
stepped
ever.
up in the world. We're becoming winners.
February, what's the week before the Super Bowl?
A week before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This week after the Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
I'll be back. All right, Mom, we got to go. Nate talked too much today.
Y'all have a good weekend, and I love y'all.
Tell Miss Patty we say hello.
I will.
Peppermint
I'll tell
Patty's
her.
her name,
All
right?
Yeah, there you got it right, Patty.
She work with the peanuts.
Oh, my goodness. Mom, talk to you soon.
Okay, I love
right.
y'all.
All
Have a
right.
good
Hey,
weekend.
that's
I don't know what's wrong with you today. Kurt, thanks for being here.
Do we get our
Jesse,
Are we doing our picks?
Oh, hell yeah. Hang on. See, Nate's got me all thrown off, man. Damn. Man, I'm just trying to get out of here. I'm hungry. I'm starving.
Hey,
10 minutes over time.
Hey, don't let Snoopy get you, man.
All right. Kurt.
I take the Cowboys, like 28-10.
28-10 boys. All right. Jesse.
Cowboys.
Hey.
24-13.
24-13. Nate.
I got Zeke getting his number, 21. 3 touchdowns.
All right. Cowboys by 1,000,000. Kyle, what you got?
Cowboys 31, Jets 13.
See it for the
31-13. Will, what's Brother Will got? 28-7.
I thought he said 3-8-7. I thought he was throwing out somebody.
And I'm going to go Cowboys for the unanimous 34.
He trying to beat
17.
Kurt. He trying to beat Kurt, man. That's messed up.
34-17.
He's trying to beat you.
All right, Kurt. Thanks. Let's do this again. Jesse, good seeing you. Nate, thanks for bringing it. Kyle, thanks for running the board.
Let's
William,
go,
thanks
Zeke.
for getting the streams
Zeke.
going.
Let's go, Zeke. Let's go,
Kellen
Zeke.
Moore, thank you
Zeke.
for getting the ball. And
Zeke.
Zeke,
Let's go,
7
Zeke.
times this game out of the backfield. So Nate will not do this again to us next week.
I'm quiet from the rest of the world.
Caden?
Wait, Caden.
I don't know. Bye.
Caden, what's up?
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?